quick. What's up? What's happening? What's going on with my shorts feeds? Okay. Well, what's up with that, man? I'll tell you what we're going to do, though. We'll get this thing started. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Seem like men are men anymore.
I want a real relationship with a real man.
What's happening now is more and more women are searching for companionship, but men are hard to find.
Let me convince you to take me on a date.
Am I doing something wrong? Or is that over with?
Your
Are they
energy.
just expecting us to come and talk to them?
Who have
Yeah.
commented and said they absolutely will not approach a woman anymore.
They said they
I
won't
won't.
approach because they found peace. It is priceless after all.
Yes.
Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports
Yeah, you
us
guys
in our
make sure y'all
work. Thank you.
subscribe.
I have finally figured out why I dislike all the men that I've.
Instead of normalizing women making the first move, can we normalize men to pay attention to and understand the subtle cues of body language?
No.
Dating men, it's just not fun anymore. And anytime
Then
I
don't
get
do it.
bored and I
When would be an appropriate time to approach a woman?
That's honestly such a hard question because women.
I like this guy, but he just stares and stares and he never speaks to me. I don't want to initiate with him because I want to be feminine.
Most men are going to either be alone or end up with somebody that's been with everybody.
I agree.
Can we talk about how good men will sometimes not approach a woman that he's interested in simply because he's trying to be respectful, and he definitely does not want to be seen as a creep. But the problem with this is that most single women want the man to find her and pursue her, which I think is generally okay because women are not socially practiced in the arts of men. But what's the solution? Because we can't all just sit back and complain that there's no good men because they're not the ones that are approaching.
It's not that there aren't any good men. Typically, when these women scream that no man is approaching them, they're referring to a specific type of man they want. A man they find attractive or who fits their idealized standards. The reality is, they're often aiming for men who are out of their league, men who simply don't want them. And the reason women do this is because they overvalue themselves in the dating market, thinking they can get whoever they want. But most of the time, this mindset leads to disappointment when they fail to attract the type of guy they truly desire. This behavior stems from an inflated sense of self-worth, which is often fed by social media, attention from men who lack self-respect boosting their ego, and the idea that they're entitled to the best of the best. These women also struggle with the idea of self-reflection. Instead of evaluating what they bring to a relationship or why their approach isn't working, they blame men or claim there are no good men left.
I don't get approached a lot, but when I do, they're 22. And I have to be like, I'm 28.
Okay.
Have a great day.
No guy's approaching you. No
I
one's
see.
really talking to you. Can I just say that's an amazing thing because that means your husband's prayers being answered. He's making sure that no one else catches your attention. So then when
Hey, what's
God
going
wants to
on,
place
Shane?
you two
What's
together,
going on,
it's
fam?
just magic. So be excited. Be excited. It's a good time.
Why is it always on the man to pursue you? Because let me break some of y'all's hearts. A man is only going to pursue you if there is value in you. If he sees something that he would like to maybe have one day. But in 2025, sadly, women are presenting themselves in a manner that all they really are offering is what's between their legs. So understand, you can't just sit on your couch watching Virgin River waiting for the man to knock on your front door like the UPS man. Sometimes, if you truly don't want to end up alone, maybe you can make some moves too and make yourself available.
As a woman, I agree. Good men get used and taken advantage of, then get hurt. I pursued, thought everything was great. 14 years of marriage gone because she has a new supply. Tired of being nice. Yep, they think it's gold. 54 years, no kids, never married, and probably never will. Love equals pain. I'm 56, and my pursuing days are completely over. If a woman wants me, she better do some pursuing. Women believe it's always on the man to pursue them, because they don't think they should have to put in any effort. Most women nowadays believe that just showing up is enough, that their presence alone is a gift. It's a really sick mindset because it creates an unfair dynamic where men are constantly expected to prove themselves, while women feel entitled to admiration just for existing. They don't think they need to initiate, contribute, or bring anything of value to the table beyond their looks. This is why so many modern women have zero dating skills. They've never had to learn how to impress, how to hold a conversation, or how to keep a man interested. They assume their beauty and presence will do all the work for them.
Let them cook.
This entitlement is exactly why so many women are struggling in the dating market today. They refuse to acknowledge that relationships require effort from both sides. A man doesn't just want a woman who shows up. He wants someone who reciprocates his energy, who appreciates his efforts, and who is willing to meet him halfway.
Fortunately, I'm not getting any male validation lately, so I've actually been taking care of myself. I went to bed.
Glasses are thicker than my shades.
Slept 9 hours. Been reading.
9 hours?
Like, right now I'm about to go to the gym. My life is so much better, and yet I miss it. I miss it. I do. It's literally been a...
Am I doing something wrong? Or, like, is that over with?
Yeah.
Are they just expecting us to come and talk to them? Like, are y'all going to
approaching.
approach them?
Yeah, guys, these ladies are still wondering why men are not approaching them.
Look, they know why.
Is it just me, or has the rate at which
Cosmic
guys
versus a
approach
real one, man.
girls plummeted? Men don't approach women.
Salute. Cosmic versus a real one, man. Hey, the link to the original video is in the description, man. You know what I mean? Appreciate you.
Any longer. What's tea? What's going on? Did I miss something? But it's weird. Like, I saw the cutest guy today at a dispensary, and his voice was deep, like tilted my waist, and like, you know, not even a glance, not even like a side eye, nothing. That hurt my feelings.
All this sounds like to me is that men are granting women their wish of not being approached or bothered by men any longer. And this is what I mean when I say women have big egos. She saw a man she was interested in, but instead of her approaching him, she expected the guy to read her mind and come up to approach her instead.
Yeah,
the
like
idea that a man should automatically know when he's being invited to approach reflects the inflated expectations that some women carry today.
Be careful out
They
here,
want
gentlemen.
all the control without any of the effort. What's stopping her from walking up and starting a conversation? Fear of rejection? If so, that's something men have dealt with for ages, yet they're still expected to do all the legwork. The truth is, if women want genuine connections and opportunities to meet the men they're interested in, they need to step off the pedestal and meet men halfway.
Let me convince you to take me on a date. I wear minimal makeup and I'm all natural. I can cook and clean. I play video games topless. And I'm very submissive. Yes or no?
So you supposed to be the one that approached the female, and then you gotta pay for her food for opportunity to continue to pay for her food while she's still talking to others.
Yeah.
These intrusive thoughts, man. I'm trying. I'm fucking trying, bro. But what? Makes no sense.
I personally don't find it creepy if men want to approach women and ask them out. I think it's how you do it is what's important. So if you go up to a girl and just start making small talk or right away compliment her, that can come off as creepy and annoying. I think the best way to go about it is to go up to her and be like, hey, are you single? I think you're really cute. Just like ask if she's even on the market.
We're not approaching.
Because then if she isn't interested or actually is in a relationship, she can just be like, oh no, I'm in a relationship. Thank you though, I appreciate you coming and talking to me. Whatever. And then you can go about.
Or you can go about your merry day, not approach her, not worry about if she's in a relationship, not worry about any weird ass signals, and live your life. If she's interested, her stankin' ass can approach you.
Your merry way, and you're not fully getting rejected because maybe she is in a relationship. Because most of the time, girls will say, oh, I'm in a relationship if they're trying to reject someone because Sometimes you guys can be pushy as fuck, and saying that we're in a relationship is the only way
We can leave you alone,
we can get you to scoot along your merry way.
Most guys know this isn't true. What really matters is whether she finds that man attractive or
Facts.
not. If he's her type, he can say the stupidest thing ever, and she will still be drawn to him,
do it all the
even
time.
finding his awkwardness endearing. But if she doesn't find him attractive, even the most well-thought-out compliment will be dismissed as creepy. It's not about what's being said, it's about who is saying it. Women often disguise this reality by claiming it's about the approach or delivery, but in truth, it all boils down to attraction. A compliment from a guy she likes is charming, while the same words from a guy she's not interested in suddenly become uncomfortable or inappropriate. It's the same reason why celebrities and high-status men can make advances that would get a regular guy rejected, ignored, or even accused of harassment. Attraction is the only real factor, yet women will rarely admit it. Instead, they'll say a guy needs to be more confident or just be himself. But the truth is, if she's not into him, no amount of confidence will change that.
One of my favorite ways to assert my dominance on the trail as a female hiker is when I see a guy pass me, I ask him, "Oh, was that your wife that just passed me like a mile ago?" Obviously making the assumption that there was another woman that passed them. And every single time they get so defensive and they're like, "What? No." Micro-feminism, ladies.
So, basically, micro-harassment.
This is the real reason why these guys are not approaching y'all.
And we all know that she doesn't do that very often with that double chin. You know what I'm saying? She's only probably going on a walk like every couple weeks, so she's only harassing guys like, you know what I'm saying, a couple times a month. Don't matter.
The big reason why, or a big reason why these men are not approaching you is because you are not approachable, sis. You got RBF syndrome, okay, rest in bitch face. The whole time when men approach you, you're like thinking all these negative thoughts about them, and they feel that energetically because energy is everything, and I'm a firm believer in that. And you're walking around with the stinkest face. Sis, I wouldn't want to approach you either.
There's this dating epidemic that's happening right now. Women do not need men to get bank accounts, houses. They have careers on their own. And so as a result, it's challenging societal norms of the way men value themselves when it comes to being successful for relationships. Whereas the flip side, a lot of women are saying men need to step it up emotionally, which is why I talk a lot about emotional intelligence and how that's what women want. There's this push and pull happening right now with society. I want to know, though, what are your thoughts?
Women still rely on men. It's just not as direct as it used to be. The idea that women are independent and don't need men is a forced narrative that falls apart under scrutiny. Think about it. Men are the ones who go out and face danger to keep the country safe. They are the firefighters, the soldiers, the police officers, the construction workers, and the engineers who build and maintain the very infrastructure women rely on every single day. And, by the way, the majority of women do not have emotional intelligence. They're just emotional.
Bingo.
There's a huge difference between being emotionally intelligent and simply reacting based on feelings. But many women mistake their emotional outbursts for deep emotional awareness. Emotional intelligence means being able to regulate emotions, communicate effectively, and handle relationships maturely. Not throw a tantrum when things aren't going your way. This is why so many women struggle with accountability.
What's the craziest thing you got the ick for?
I don't like to see happiness sometimes.
There it is.
I don't know. I just saw a man like smiling, like, you know, after a party when you're popping balloons, and like, he was popping the balloon and he was like playing with it before he popped it. And I looked over and I was just like, all the sexual
Ladies
tension
and gentlemen,
in the room.
So this is why you're single.
We got him.
Yeah.
We got him. Yep. Cannot be happy. That's all I needed. That's it. You know, end of video, full stop. I'm going ahead and put it like somewhere where there's a chick, so the thumbnail's not crazy. But yeah, you guys, listen, I'm about to work out, but I just wanted to drop this video, let you guys know your boy's back. The king is back. Ugh. The king is back. You know what I'm saying? I'm back on this thing. You dropping videos all day long, all day, all day. You know, does he sleep? No, I don't. I'm sleeping right now. See, I'm sleeping right now. I mean, I don't need to. Look, I want you guys to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. You know what I mean? Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Hey, man, Cosmic Verse is a real one, man. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Get my face out there. Help your boy out, man. You know what I'm saying? Help your boy out. Man, look, I'm going to keep making these reaction videos. And the original video, the link will be in the description. You guys, I need for y'all to check in, even if it's the emojis like the women keep doing. Ladies, y'all know y'all can type in there a little bit more, but I'll keep taking the hearts. It's all good. Appreciate you. Hearts back at you. Well, anyway, love and light. I'm out.
In this game,